Anybody know what anal or anal retentive means? Anyway, this is an old book. It's Marine Corps, professional communications from back in the 70s. And in it, it has, in chapter 2, figure 2, staff studies. It's just 2 pages and that's it, but it says subject, introduction, problem, assumptions, facts bearing on the problem, A through D, H, whatever, conclusions, actions recommended. That's it, pretty much. And then it goes into detail. Anyway, it's detailed. That staff study breaks a problem down into its molecular structure, down to the atom, all right? And you diagnose and you make that staff study and it gives you, basically it's a problem analysis is what it is, and effectual communication, all right? Now I've been using this and what I come up with is, this is Stephen Avery case solved. Anyway, you go on my videos, you'll find it. Stephen Avery case solved. Anyway, it goes into it. Basically put, the manufacturer said that Teresa's RAV4 was Mystic Teal Mica. The dealer invoice, the Wisconsin State Department of Motor Vehicles says their title is Mystic Teal Mica. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation says that little sticker, her registration renewal, whatever, says it's Mystic Teal Mica, which is basically greenish, greener than blue. Anyway, then we come up with this photo, which really is an accurate representation of the actual vehicle, because when you look at the actual vehicle, it's greener than that. But we don't stop there. What we do is we tint it, okay, to make it bluer. And there's obviously a difference between these two, but notice you get the red lens there. Keep an eye on that red lens. All right. Now, we go to the yard. Teresa's was, in all intents and purposes, green, blue-green, but this is blue, just blue. No green, no green, no green. Just blue. Just blue. You can't find a speck of green on this thing. So it's not blue-green, this is blue. So there's a definite difference between the two. And it doesn't have damage. It doesn't have damage on this side of the vehicle, okay? Yeah, that's the passenger side of the vehicle. It doesn't have damage. Now, let's look at something else. Ort from Manawak County said that he should watch over the vehicle and nobody fucked with it. Okay, what color is that? For all intents and purposes, that's red. That is a red lens. That is legal. That's supposed to be there. Okay, now that's in the daytime when Pam Strum took a photographic. Now we come at night after Fassbender gets there, and Ort said that nobody fucked with it. That's amber. This is not a reflection of red turning amber and then back to red again because of the flash, and it's the same one. It's a different one. That is a different piece. Why? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You got amber there. You got red there. You got if it was red, it would be red. It's not. It's amber. So somebody replaced that. Somebody took that off, and that's illegal. That is not legal. Red goes in the back, amber in the front, tells you which direction the vehicle is facing. So this is illegal. This is a mark. Somebody put a mark on that for a purpose, for a reason. Now we come over here. So we've already established that Teresa's Road was in one vehicle. This is a different vehicle than Teresa's, and yet this is a different vehicle than this one. And the reason why is because the passenger side didn't have damage on that one. The passenger side has damage on this one. Damage on this one. So that one wasn't damaged. This one is. See, so there's three distinct RAV4s. And because it has damage on that side, as you see, they took a picture of the front. They took a picture of the driver's side, which is not damaged, and all right, the driver's side. And they took a picture of the back, okay? But they didn't take a picture of the passenger side, which is damaged. They didn't want you to know, okay? That's fraud, fraud upon the court. They're hiding the fact that there's 3 different RAV4s. Now, what do we have here? Even the paint on the 3 different RAV4s are different. This one has obviously more metallic. What do we have? Here's what we got. I sent this out to the news agencies. I sent this out to Calumet County, Manawak County. I went down their list. I went to county after county after county after county. I went to the state. I went to the state representatives, went to the state senators. Hell, I even sent one to the president, okay? They all have it. They all have it, and they know now that there are 3 RAV4s. You cannot establish that the RAV4 that Teresa arrived in is the RAV4 sitting in Wisconsin State Crime Lab, because it's not. Now, Teresa did not bleed in her own vehicle. They did not find blood, Teresa's blood, in her own green vehicle. Out of the story. The vehicle that showed up on Stephen Avery's property, the second vehicle that came from Herman, more than likely, does not have Teresa's blood in it. It does not have Stephen Avery's blood in it. There's no blood in that RAV4, the one that showed up. Get that out of the way. Now Teresa's blood, her hair, stuck to the side, is in the 3rd RAV4, and the only time that we see the 3rd RAV4 is it sitting in the Wisconsin State Crime Lab. Teresa got out of her vehicle, leaped over the vehicle that was put on Stephen Avery's property. She was never even in that vehicle. And then, boom, we got the one that ends up in the State Crime Lab, which shows that Teresa had suffered an injury causing her to bleed, and she was stuffed in the back of it, and Stephen Avery blood was planted all over it. Now, I have to ask you a question. What happened to Teresa? She got out of her vehicle somehow, and she ended up in the vehicle that was never on Stephen Avery's property, and only shows up at the Wisconsin State Crime Lab to be processed. Teresa's blood shows up at the State Crime Lab. That's the first time we see her blood show up. It wasn't put there on Stephen Avery's property. It's the 3rd RAV4. Teresa is bleeding in the State Crime Laboratory. Colburn called it in. But that's not the one that ended up in the State Crime Lab with Teresa's blood in it. That's Teresa's, the green one. That actually was Teresa's, with her license plates on it. So, Teresa went straight from her vehicle, Wisconsin State Crime Lab. Fassbender, you got some explaining to do. You have some explaining to do. You see, now it's all Fassbender. Fassbender, yeah, you got some explaining to do. Stephen Avery did not bleed in the vehicle that was in the State Crime Lab, and Teresa did. That's what you have. Because Teresa's blood does not appear to be planted. It appears to be stuck hair and shit like that. It doesn't look like a Q-tip put it on there with a big smiley face saying, fuck you. Okay? That's not what happened. So, Fassbender, now here's what happens. The news agency, all the police, the sheriff, everybody that I sent all this, and they see this, and they go, shit. What do? They freeze. They don't do anything. They don't contact me. They're not doing anything that I can tell at this particular point. Maybe on TV I'll get news next week, whatever. But the problem is that I got on Twitter and played this back and forth with Joan Brudian with the case solved, talks about it, and he beep out, and I put it in, beep out. And he's editing my ass, okay? He's editing, he's No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. We went back and forth, back and forth. He does not want that on his Twitter. Jerome Buting does not want Stephen Avery case solved on his Twitter account. I've tried 5 fucking times. 5 times I put it on, 5 times he's taken off. Delete, delete, delete. And I'm sitting there watching him on the other end. Back and forth, back and forth. Because he knows damn well what it is. And he don't want nothing to do with it. Why? Because it's called judicial malpractice. He can lose his license, get sued, and probably end up in fucking prison. So fuck Stephen, I'm covering my own ass. Basically, that's what everybody's doing.